It is time for episode 16. I've been told to buckle down because now it's gonna get wild. I think we leave off on the plan that they concocted, and now they've got the support of the assassin. I think I'm right on that. But it's really, honestly, it's been such an enjoyable show. It has been up and down, it's all over the place. Things are building up as well with other characters and their plot points. So hopefully we get a little bit more of that. But now it's time to enjoy our two main leads. It's interesting though, that's what he's using, just to throw that out, to get the message across. Maybe if you guys weren't so freely talking about him, he wouldn't be turning against you.
That's right, little bitch.
And because he's already got bruising on him, it's harder to tell if it's old or new, because old bruising becomes purplish and blue and fades, but he has only recently been roughed up.
应该就在这附近，分开找。
哎，你们搜仔细一点啊！
这是我刚捡到的。
Oh, what, he found it? They have to be extremely close by. Oh. That's 2 down. Kick! Ooh! The way they, it's the way they shot. Like, imagine if they, if the bad guys had been quicker, they would have got shot. Whoa, the choreography in this is brilliant. You can tell who's a stunt worker, by the way they hold their bodies. Oh, that cop went down. Oh. Are we gonna get one of them killed? Oh, okay, 1 down.
Well, get ready to taste the rainbow.
你先找个地方藏着，等结束以后再出来。
Well, they're coming for him, technically. Oh, I didn't see that coming. They were just... Oh no, he's still got the gun to him, okay.
你个吃里扒外的东西！
Well, you were speaking about him.
背后下毒手。
See?
哎，头那边。
Okay, I see what someone meant now by saying this is a roller coaster. The fight sequence in this is brilliant. This must have taken so long for them to train to do this. It usually takes a few months to get something this done, but this is that's usually for like a movie or something. This goes on for a while. Is he trying to break his neck? He's trying to break his neck. He might get shot though, because they're thinking bad guy, without realizing he's trying to help them. Yeah, see? Oh, someone else shot them. Oh, I didn't even think of someone else was there with him. No.
那就大家一起死，我不吃亏。
Whereas he does have something else to lose. That happened so quick.
交易价码，你完成约定，我再送你一份大礼。
Right, what's this gift?
真要找你呢，我也一样。
I could tell it was him by the way he walked. He has this walk.
但还活着。
I mean, I knew he was a bit angry with him, but you kind of made the plan together.
是王蒙母亲的死。
Yeah, poor
一切
woman.
都是金马堂设的局，目的是为了逼王某想办法越狱。他们怎么能够保证王某不会因为母亲的病情而
Exactly.
提前告知？
主人，
Oh, now you want to talk to her?
你是不是被女主编骂了？我都跟你说了吧，这胳膊呀，它拧不过大腿，你还不听我的。
Why would she listen to you?
你看，就导致现在是不是不听老人言？
楚小姐，
宋警官，江哥。
Oh, she's into him. Oh, she's into him.
你也不介绍一下？
宋警官，钟怡人。
你好，我是钟离毓秀的钟，美丽宜人的宜人。
Ah, I like how it's explained what the meaning of the name. That was nice. Oh, he doesn't want to touch her.
蔡市长，这就是吴淑维跟金马堂来往的证据。
They were silent.
哈哈，自然
How
不
are you
必
going to get angry at him when
这
he's
个案子
actually
已经过了
correct?
这么久了，如果再翻出来的话，
至于杀害吴淑维的真凶，江科长，到现在你还没有什么进展吧？
So he's like, so you haven't made any leeway into it. Also, this one here,
双腿与肩。
I see what they're doing on purpose with the stance and also to get these two close together. But the way he held the gun towards his face means he must know how to shoot one, because he held that. There was no flinch, there was no holding it wrong. Oh yeah, guns do recoil, so you will
第一次开
kind
枪
of
是
jolt.
没有拖把。
怎么了？
没事，
None of his
我
business.
叔叔要到锦城就职了。
恭喜了。
Oh, the person he wants to kill. Because of the music. Oh, okay, no, this is someone else. Okay, so it's not a flashback.
玉芝，
风寒太久，有点虚，
He's young.
而且他应该好多天没有吃东西。 好，
He's in this type of state and he was only let in yesterday? How? Oh, no.
You're a walking lie, and I can see right through you.
还是为了难民的事情。上次跟你提过的关于难民的安置计划，市长已经批准了。
We'll see. So many episodes to go.
这件事情，听说你需要一个副手，找到了吗？
Who are you gonna recommend?
谁？
什么？你要
Huh?
将
Really?
我一起负责安置难民啊？
Really? This poor kid. Maybe I should be so. Nah. I was gonna say maybe I shouldn't be so nice, but nah.
这里是我的诊所，你生病了。
我不治病，我没钱。
Yeah.
我能把他们带回去吗？
Yep, it's for you.
当然可以。
The whole thing about different social standards as well is interesting in this show because it's a very real thing. Those who have money to those who don't, and things you take for granted without realizing it.
你叫什么名字啊？
石磊，我真希望我像石头一样命硬。来来来，吃包子了，吃包子。
Is that all of his? No, that can't be all of his siblings, right? This is how many kids there are.
都有都有都有。
I hate this.
要不我再去买点吃的吧。
Look how young. Some of them look to be about 3 or 4.
他们现在需要的不是几顿饭。
谁？
3月请2位喝茶。
Oh. See, she's sneaky. All of a sudden.
你什么时候这么怜香惜玉了？我怎么不知道？
没有，我心疼他的
Yeah,
车
you care. Sure, you care about the car. His voice is it's very different to the one in Word of Honor. So I'm curious who does his voice here. If it's a mix of his and whoever the voiceover artist is.
三爷，
三爷，
地址暴露，金马堂覆没。
Oh.
是， 陈玉芝被抓不久，江月楼就带人来了。
陈玉芝一个人如何传递消息？
True.
你过去载他，我自己骑马回去。
不是头儿，那么费劲干嘛？我直接开过去掉头接他不完了吗？
我不想方圆2米之内有陌生女人。
No, but you don't mind men around you. Are you about to just shoot one of them? Oh. Oh, they didn't realize it was him. For some reason, I thought he knew. I like how he did feel guilty for leaving her. It was like, I don't want a woman near me, but you can go pick her up.
我来送你回景城。
The music.
上车吧。
那你们江科长不乘车了吗？
No, he's finding another way.
他不成了，他不成了。
I mean, oh. But he's also on a horse. He's now way more open for things to happen to him. He said, I don't want you. You can sorry, you could tell that what he's on, and if it's CGI or anything, just by him going past. You gotta love the fact that he doesn't want to be sat next to her, but he'll get on the horse instead.
我是来找江科长拿钱的。
Okay.
我是慈安小学的校长，我们学校普遍都是贫困人家的孩子。
Is that what?
我们学校的基础教育费用和食宿费用每年都很难凑起来。
大致情况我都了解了。那么你们现在还缺多
Yeah,
少？
how much do you need? And don't forget for the time how much it would be now.
因为钱。
是啊，实在是支撑不下去了。
I hate hearing about that.
年后，房东还要涨租。
Yeah, they always raise
就
the
算
rent
江科长再帮助
landlords.
我们，恐怕也很难支撑下去。您的钱我怎么能要呢？
拿着，我和他一样的，放心。
Oh, it stopped. Wait, why? I know it's ending the episode. Why? I thought that was an interesting way to end the episode. Because they were speaking about primary schools, which for those who ever watch us from the US would be obviously elementary school. But yeah, that was interesting because he said, I'm just like him. Obviously, I can't trust the subtitles fully, we know that. But this is brand new information that just kind of pops in, and he's been doing this for 3 years. Sometimes it throws you through a loop, and you have to take a couple of steps back when a new plot or a new story arc starts like that, and you're like, oh, because obviously the beginning of this episode with the gunfight, and that was just all over the place. The fight sequence, the stunt choreography was brilliant. Very hard, very intense, very fast, the way they would joke, move. You can tell who's a stunt performer by the way they run and hold their bodies. And like the way they would fall. So you can always tell, because a person who isn't one just doesn't move their body in the same sharp, fierce manner that someone who is a stunt choreographer does. Or stunt person. But that, I really liked that. That was very intense and really fast, and it kind of happened, and it was like, oh, what? And then it was over, and then, yeah, they kind of moved on to this new story plot. So that was kind of the closing chapter of what we had after the sister blew up. And yet, honestly, they've just kind of forgotten about her, which always makes me want to laugh, because it's like, okay, what? But I'm really enjoying this show, especially because it's now a new mystery element, and things are setting up. So about the orphanage, and we know that Yulao was on the streets at one point. So there's what kind of connection there really is there. We got the kids as well. That was really sad. And then with the issues at the newspaper, and Truan being kind of ostracized, and clearly something going on sneaky there. Sui is like revealing himself to more people now, and he's got his sister involved in some way, but obviously we don't know how involved she will become and how much she really knows. Plus, we know at this point another big bad, another mastermind will have to pop up at some point, because they do it in like blocks. You know, we kind of got episode 8 was where it will change. This is episode 16, so will episode 24 then be the final act, or will they get to episode 30 and that will be the big like new one? Because it seems to be going in that type of block, and that leaves it very interesting, because I think there's 37 episodes. So if you leave it in blocks like that, then you could get to 30 and kind of be like, okay, this is how it's going to go now. But yeah, everything feels different now. They reintroduce characters, they are putting forward new stories, they're putting people back together and having them have more scenes. And the sister, when she was touching someone's hand, or when Truman's housemate was touching someone, the men have a really interesting reaction to women in this show. For the the little guy with glasses clearly has a crush on her, but something wrong. The way he moved his hand made me laugh. But yeah, it's opened up a whole new mystery to come, and like things, and that's always interesting, because it's the beginning of the new arc. The issues with the newspaper, then the guy that I'm gonna call it the assassin or the shooter now working for Suri. And also how, like, if he will turn or not, and what he's really up to, because he survived. It's like, okay, so you're needed for more for this story. Like, they've now introduced him more, and then the other one as well still alive. So, you know, like, someone actually survived. But they set up quite a few like story arcs, and I'm like, oh, like, how are these going to end? Because they do actually put a lot into the blocks, which is very impressive when you think about it. And and there's that running theme of who the true mastermind is, who's in the police involved, and that officer that always goes back to that sergeant, that corporal, that one in command. Or I could be wrong about him, and it could be a red herring, but it's interesting that they keep using him. I thought this was a very good episode. It left me in a very happy place so far. I don't know, for some reason this has been the most excited about where they could potentially go with a plot point, and I'm not sure why, because they've had some really good episodes throughout. But I think it's because of when you feel something new is arising, and I think I'm very interested in how they're going to develop this, because they kill off people like that, like, and you're like, oh, like, they're gone. So it'll be interesting how they now sort of these new points and how they deal with it, and then what new story or new person will kind of just appear at some point. Thank you for watching.